Welcome to Amend Healthcare. As you begin your work here, you might feel pressure to memorize the customs of every culture you encounter. We don't expect you to do that. The goal of this training isn't to turn you into a walking cultural encyclopedia. Our approach relies on three core concepts: diversity, recognizing our different backgrounds; competence, the skills to adapt care; and humility, approaching every client with a beginner's mind. Cultural humility means acknowledging that the client is the one true expert in their own background. If you encounter a situation where you aren't sure how to proceed, follow this simple directive. When in doubt, ask. Embracing humility instead of rote memorization allows you to guide clients through their care journey without the risk of making awkward assumptions. Step 1 starts at the front desk. Support staff dictate the critical first impression for anyone walking through our doors. Small daily actions here set a welcoming tone for the entire treatment process. When greeting clients, default to formal, respectful titles like Mr. or Mrs. Wait until the client explicitly invites you to use their first name. If you encounter a name that is difficult to pronounce, do not guess or avoid using it. Simply ask the client how to say it correctly. Taking the time to learn their name shows immediate respect. We also maintain a strict zero-tolerance policy regarding casual jokes about cultural stereotypes. This behavior is unprofessional, entirely inappropriate, and it compromises the safety of our care environment. Getting these initial interactions right prevents clients from feeling alienated. It establishes a foundation of trust that will support them throughout their entire treatment arc. Step 2 is navigating the 5 domains. These are the specific areas where culture most visibly intersects with clinical care. We approach these with curiosity, rather than treating them as a stereotypical checklist. First, beliefs about addiction. In communities where substance use carries heavy stigma, clients may feel intense shame. In these cases, offer clear reassurance about their privacy and explain the medical nature of addiction. Second, family roles. Some cultures make healthcare decisions as a collective village, while others prefer total individual privacy. Always secure explicit consent from the client before sharing any information. Third, spiritual and religious beliefs. Clients will bring a variety of practices into the facility, ranging from specific dietary needs to physical sacred objects. Fourth, communication style. Pay attention to nonverbal cues. If a client avoids eye contact, consider that this can be a sign of deep respect for authority, rather than a sign of resistance. Finally, healing approaches. Validate traditional remedies and practices. Often, these can successfully coexist with modern Western medicine in the same treatment plan. Treating these 5 domains as areas for gentle inquiry prevents critical miscommunications. It keeps clients actively engaged in their recovery, rather than feeling alienated by the process. Step 3 focuses on how we manage these requests. Your primary rule for all cultural accommodations is straightforward. Strive to fulfill reasonable dietary and religious requests, but client and facility safety must always come first. For example, if a client observes a religious fast or dietary laws, accommodate this by adjusting meal schedules and coordinating alternative options with the kitchen. You can also provide actionable environmental accommodations. This might mean securing a quiet space for daily prayer or arranging for a same-gender provider for personal care tasks whenever possible. If a client brings in traditional herbal remedies, do not throw them away. Instead, evaluate them clinically to ensure they are safe and will not interact negatively with any medications. These adjustments align the care environment with a client's specific needs, removing unnecessary barriers to their recovery. Step 4 addresses language and comprehension. Medical jargon is a hidden danger in our facility. A client silently nodding along to complex instructions does not guarantee they actually understand what you are saying. To confirm actual comprehension, we use the teach-back method. This technique requires you to use plain language and ensures the client has absorbed the information. To avoid sounding condescending, use this exact phrasing. "Can you tell me what you understood?" Utilizing the teach-back method eliminates the risk of silent non-compliance. It ensures that your clients are active, fully informed participants in their own safety. Providing excellent care comes down to treating every client as an individual. You are caring for a person, not a collection of cultural facts. Success on the floor relies on the 3 pillars we've discussed: recognizing diversity, building competence, and practicing humility. Whenever you feel unsure about how to balance clinical care and culture, rely on your ultimate fallback question. Is there anything we can do to make you more comfortable, or that we should know about your background or traditions? Thank you for your commitment to creating an inclusive environment. Because of your work, every client can feel seen, safe, and supported at Amend Healthcare.